G'day everyone, it's Rick here from Rodney's Nurseries. I'm so excited all the different ways you can grow tomatoes at your place.
It's tomatoes, Rick.
No tomatoes.
It's tomatoes.
Let's call the whole thing off. G'day everyone, it's Rick here from Rodney's Nursery. And I'm really excited because today, for the first time ever, I'm going to try growing my very own tomato. It's pretty simple. I think I've worked it out. All you need to do is dig a little hole in the dirt, plop him in, cover him up.
Hey Rick, what are you doing there?
I'm planting a tomato.
That's not how we plant tomatoes, Rick. Get that tomato out of there. You haven't even prepared the soil. This is how we plant tomatoes with a tomato plant. So what we need to do first is prepare the soil, and then we'll plant the tomatoes.
All right you are. Let's give that a go. Hey, Rodney, how do we prepare this soil?
It's pretty easy, Rick. All we need to do is dig the soil over using your spade. Turn it over so it's nice and loose. Really quite simple.
Oh, can I have a go?
You can have a go.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Rick, over.
What?
Keep it in there, mate.
Oh, in there.
We're
All right.
planting there, not.
So,
We're
why?
not digging holes.
Oh.
We're digging the soil over.
Oh, so I wouldn't want to dig myself in too deep.
No way.
So can you tell me why are we doing this again?
It makes the soil nice and loose for the root system to grow through, and you can plant the plants easily.
Oh.
And improves the drainage as well.
The drainage?
The drainage.
Oh, so they don't get puddles?
You won't get puddles, no.
Well, but I thought plants like water.
They do like water, but not too much water.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, hang on. What? Look what I found. Oh,
He found himself a worm.
one and a half worms.
One.
It's a little wiggly one. Maybe we could catch some fish with it.
You know, worms are good for the soil, Rick, so put them back in the soil because they improve the soil for the tomatoes to grow in.
Well, that's great because I've got worms. I'll put them back in
Different
there.
sort of worms, Rick. These are good ones. Put them in there. Now we're ready for the organic. So let's get the organic. This is the soil improver to make the soil even better. Even in your soil, Rick, you've got clay soils at home. So with clay soils, we'll put some organic on after we've dug it over. And we'll put this
Wow!
in. Look at that.
Oh,
This will even grow more worms, Rick. So we spread it out.
goodness me.
Just like this. And we dig it into the soil or the clay soils to improve it.
So this is a different colour. Why is that?
That's because it's got organic material in it.
Oh,
Composted.
okay. And how?
Feels good.
Yeah, do you have to completely mix it all up together?
Mix it all up together.
Yep. And this will make my tomato plants grow better, will it?
This will make your tomato plants grow big and strong, just like you, Rick.
Oh, I like the sound of
Let's go
that.
and get some tomatoes now.
Let's do it. Now for the fun part, to choose the right variety of tomato for your back garden, raised flower bed or pot. But there's so many to choose from. Rodney, where do we start?
Well, Rick, you could start with one of our most popular ones. It's called a polo. Fantastic tomato for the home garden.
Why is it so popular?
Because it's a medium-sized tomato and it grows really well in most climates.
Has it been to the moon?
Well, maybe the astronauts did have tomato sandwiches.
Oh, could have. Well, maybe it's so hardy it could grow on the moon.
Let's just grow it in our home garden.
Oh, wow, look at this. These steak and big beef, and they're planted with steak. My favourite, steak and tomatoes.
Everyone's favourite, Rick. Everyone loves steak and tomatoes. And these two tomatoes are fantastic for the home garden.
What about these ones over here?
These are yellow tomatoes, low acid tomatoes, and that means everyone can grow a tomato. Anyone can grow tomato in their gardens.
But aren't these ones a bit scared?
No, just because they're yellow, they taste beautiful.
Oh, excellent. Great. When I was a little boy, I used to think tomatoes were really gross. But then I decided I could get a health kick. Can I kick this one? Pot toms, what are they for, Rodney?
Pot toms are little short-growing tomatoes, so they don't grow as tall as a normal tomato. Perfect for growing in pots. Don't need a stake. Easy to grow too.
And perfect for midgets.
Rick, height-impaired people.
Beautiful tomatoes, Italian tomatoes. And black Russian. I can't do a Russian accent, can you?
Neither can I, Rick, but the Italian tomato is fantastic for the home garden. And look at these Russian tomatoes with a lovely dark skin on them. We've got tomatoes for everyone's taste here at Rodney's.
My taste too?
Your taste too.
Beauty. From little things, big things grow. And would you look at the size of these beauties?
That's it, Rick. If you're impatient like you are, you come and buy a big paint like this and you get a head start on everyone else.
Fantastic. Look at the wonderful range of tomato plants you can get here at Rodney's Nurseries. Perfect for the Canberra climate. Let's go and grow some right now. Oh, goodness me. I'm being attacked by tomatoes. There's too many of them. Ah, Rodney. Ah.
Let me help you there, Rick. Come on, I'll take these from you. Come on. That's it. There you go.
Thanks, Rodney. Oh, these are some of the ones I selected, and this one I reckon might grow really big tomatoes.
Well, it'll grow normal sized tomatoes, but look how advanced the plant is. What you'll do with this one is get tomatoes much quicker. Because look, it's got flowers on it already, ready to make tomato plants.
Oh, this is the wrong plant. It's a flower plant.
It's got a flower first, Rick. Puts the flowers on and then it sets the tomatoes.
Oh.
And you get beautiful red tomatoes off it.
What a clever plant. So, and what about these little guys? Are they going to make tiny little tomatoes?
No, these ones will make normal sized tomatoes. They're just smaller plants. They're not quite as advanced.
Oh, okay.
So we'll pop this one in the ground.
Oh, you're going to do it right now?
We're going to do it right now.
I'll move this one out of the way.
Yep. Cover him up.
So how deep do you have to put it in there?
You actually do bury it a little bit deeper than what it is in the pot.
Oh.
So you build the soil up around the stem.
Why do you do that?
Because that supports the plant better in the soil.
It doesn't blow over in the
It
wind.
doesn't blow over as easy in the wind. And look, we push the stake in beside the plant, like this, and then we're going to tie the plant up. As it grows up the stake, we tie him up on the stem, so it supports the plant.
So it doesn't fall over.
So he doesn't fall over, that's right.
Oh, that's pretty
So
clever.
if the wind blows or heavy rain, the plant is supported with the stake.
So this little plant's going to grow all the way up to the top of that
Way
stake.
up, and even further, we'll put a bigger stake in when it gets up higher.
Goodness me.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
It is
And how often do we have to water him?
You water tomatoes when you first plant them, give them a really good water, which means about 3 litres of water, and then every week a good 4 or 5 litres of water. And when it gets really hot in summer, you probably do it twice a week. Good watering twice every week.
And when am I going to get my juicy red tomatoes?
With this little one, you'll probably get them in the new year, January, February. With that big one that you had there, that'll probably fruit maybe even before Christmas time.
Just in time for Santa Claus.
Just in time for Santa.
Oh, brilliant. Goodness me. I don't think I can wait. I want to feed on a tomato right now.
Hey Rick, how about we feed the tomato plants first? We either use sea salt or power feed, or we use them both together, and we put them in a 9 litre watering can, 4 capfuls of each, and once we've mixed them with water, then we can feed the tomatoes. And once they grow tomatoes, you can have a feed on tomatoes then.
Wow, we feed the tomatoes and then we feed on the tomatoes. Rodney's quick and easy way of making tomatoes.